everybody fared the storms that we had over the weekend. We are currently actually at the end of it, and I've been on pins and needles all day since about 4:30 this morning, and it is now 12 hours later. It's 4:41. But anyway, I have a pretty fun video for you guys today. We're back home, as you can see. Welcome home to Tennessee. And I bought some things, and we're gonna do some changes, make some changes here around the house. All of those changes that I did at the apartment in Florida got me excited to come home and start living on my home here. So I'm gonna make some changes to some rooms, or some areas, I'm sorry, and then we're gonna place some of the fun things that I picked up while I was in Florida, and some things that Ernie and I picked up today and yesterday after we got home. So anyways, let me show you the first area that we're gonna work on. Okay, this is the cubby right outside our bedroom, which is here to the left. It is a mess right now and it's dark. There is no light in here, which has always bothered us. We don't understand why they put one outside the cubby. Not inside, whatever. Ernie built this beautiful bookcase for me, and we wallpapered the back, painted the front, and it's gorgeous. I took a bunch of the pictures out of the picture frames there, and I used them here. So I need to do some rearranging. This has looked quite messy since I did that. And so I need to do some rearranging. But before we do that, Ernie's going to hang a light. And you can see here, I got this really cool light at Home Goods. And it's very cool. It is one of those touch lights. So it has a warm light in it. So we're gonna add that and just, make it all look really pretty. And then Ernie had purchased a picture light. So we're going to install this as well at the very top up there. And then the one that I picked up we'll place somewhere on the shelves, when we get it all arranged. Also, these beautiful pieces of art, they're so intriguing to look at, are from one of my viewers. Her mom is a painter, Sherry, shout out Sherry. Her mom is a painter, so she gifted me this picture and this one here. And what I love about them is the longer you look at it, the more you will see. Like for instance, there's a Christmas tree right here. There's a face right here. I don't know, is that a monkey? I'm not sure what that is. They're just really intriguing to look at. What I decided to do was frame them. Instead of spending a bunch of money getting them custom framed, I just picked these Laura Ashley ones up at Home Goods for $16.99, and they're matted. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the pictures inside here, and instantly these really fun pieces of art that she gifted me become something really special. Also, I'm making some changes to my entryway. I have a little cubby right when you walk in the door. Past the library to the left is a little cubby where you can hang your purse and your coat, and it's got a little teeny tiny bench for one person to sit on, put their shoes, take their shoes off. And I have tried different things to accommodate extra purses and coats and all of that kind of stuff, and nothing that I do is great. So I decided I'm just gonna take the entry table out, and I'm just gonna kind of re-envision that whole space. So I bought some stuffer in there, and I think you guys are gonna love it. I do, I love it so much. So we're gonna take care of that in this video as well. Also, those two stools that I got, I showed you guys in my haul when I was in Florida. I showed you guys that I found one. Well, one of you wonderful viewers, I thanked in one of my last videos, found me the second one. So when we were on our way home to Tennessee from Florida, we were able to stop in Valdosta, Georgia, and get the second one. I called and they held it for me. They were so sweet. So they made me Home Goods happy. So I have two now, so we're gonna place those. Unfortunately, I don't think they're both gonna fit where I had envisioned them, but I've got some ideas for it. So we're gonna take care of that. And then I have all those little things that I bought, like the mugs for my coffee bar and the little napkin holder and all of that. So we're gonna add some of that decor as well. So I want to place everything that I got. And yeah, I think that's it. So I want to take care of all of this because the next video, we're going to be taking care of my spring porch, and I'm so excited to do that. I cannot wait. So anyways, with all that said, let's go ahead and get started. You see how dark it is in here? I hate that. Cleaned out. I'm gonna let Ernie hang the light, and then that way we have light in there, and then I'm gonna give it a good dusting after he's done making a mess, and then we'll get everything arranged in there. I really love the way those came out. They look so good. I also need to let you guys know that I am planning on replacing that piece of art to the right of me in this clip here. I do not like the way it was competing with the pieces that I added to the bookshelves. So just know that. It'll come up at the end of the video and I'll show you what I replaced that with. Anyway, so we're going to just start off by emptying everything and giving it a good clean. You can see it was very dusty. The reason why it's a good idea to remove everything and reassess everything you're putting back in the space is it's always easier to decorate an empty space as opposed to shifting things around and trying to use everything that was in the space. I definitely had to edit it down, and it's better to fill your spaces, especially like this, with larger items as opposed to a bunch of little tiny things, especially on bookshelves. So you're either a maximalist when it comes to these or you're a minimalist, and I'm somewhere in between because I like what I like, and I think that I have the right amount when I'm all done here to really style this out and make it look really good. and I get to admire all of these little things that I've collected over time that I really enjoy looking at. So I'll be moving things around here and there. It takes a minute to get the balance right of everything. You can see that I've placed the portraits diagonal from one another so that it's not super heavy on one side, and I want to try and do that with all of the decor that I'm adding back. I did take some of the pieces out, I edited it down, and I moved those pieces into my my den, library, office. I call it all three of those things, but anyways, I think it turns out so nice. I love it so much. It looks really good, and I'm able to showcase some of my pottery that I picked up. I love that studio pottery. It's just so warm, and these are really good pieces, excellent pieces that I picked up at different thrift stores or consignment shops that I visit, or antique stores too. And of course, you know, I've got to add my blue and white. So I stole this from the den. It was on the little table that we had picked up on consignment. And yeah, you can see I'm moving the candles around. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about that. I went and got candles for my candle holders. And two of the candle holders were just too tall to have candles in them, so I couldn't do that. But look at how lovely that little light looks. I love it so much. You can find these at Home Goods right now. They're everywhere, and they have them in so many different styles. And I do believe Walmart has them as well. So if you're interested in one of those, and they come with a plug to charge them, so when they start to run out of light, you just plug them in, give them a full charge, and life is good. But look how beautiful this turned out. So beautiful, and I get to showcase all those pieces. Love it. Okay, it's still kind of dark on camera, but it looks really good in person. I love it so much. Those pictures now look like fine pieces of art since I put them in a matted frame. It looks so good. I brought that elephant from the office because I wanted to incorporate some of the blue. I don't know if you guys can see that up there. Some of my blue and white pottery just to tie it in over here. And my candlesticks on the bottom wouldn't allow me to put the blue and gold candles in them, but so I just put the two shorter ones up here and the two lower ones down there. I need to burn those down so that they fit, but I like it. It looks really good. And then that little box there can be used as storage for like keys or whatever. So it's perfect. Now it looks styled and complete. Okay guys, we're here in my family room, and you can see one of the benches is right there. Ernie moved Barkley over here. That's our dog. Our stone dog. It's meant to go in the garden, but I love him here in the house. So my idea was to have well, let me move the camera. My idea was to have both of these stools or benches right here, and let me show you what I'm talking about. Just like that. I love that. And they look great. They look great on camera, but I'm going to show you what the problem is. The space between my ottoman and those. So the whole idea behind these is so that we can pull them in for extra seating, or they would be extra seating. And I love this look. It's just, this is in the way, and I don't want to get rid of this. This is such a comfortable chair. This right here will not bother Ernie and I. We don't need to walk around here. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, this is not going to bother us. I just don't want that cluttered feel. We have a very large space here, and it doesn't need to be all cluttered in this one spot. I need a mic, but hopefully you guys can hear me. Anyways, Ernie's idea was to put one here, which I think looks really good, and the other one right here. Okay, so here's a look at what it looks like. So we have one here, which is, I think, perfectly fine, and one over there. So they can be pulled in for extra seating still. I love them so much. They're so pretty. It turns out this is the same color of blue as the sofas. I couldn't have gotten any luckier, but I love the look. But you see what I'm talking about here? They're just, it would be too close. I mean, ideally it'd be nice to have one on this side of the sofa, but we have that little table to place a drink on. So you guys tell me, this is a better view, so you guys have an idea of, you know, the space right here. And I feel like they look just fine. I mean, they're both part of the living room still. God, I love them so much. You know what? That's what's important, is that I love them. I picked up this bolster pillow. It's actually an outdoor pillow, but look at the fabric on it. So pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? It goes so well with all my other pillows here in the room, and it fits perfectly right here. I love it. Look at that. Oh, I just love it. I love it. Love all the changes. Here we are in the office. Now we're gonna work on the entryway. I'm making some changes, as I mentioned in there. It makes more sense for me to have a bench in here for people to put their purse, their coat, sit down, take their shoes off, all of those things. And I found the perfect bench. I'm gonna show it to you guys, and I'm gonna explain to you why it's so perfect. Ta-da! Hi! Okay. The reason why this is so perfect is because it has the blue on the top, which is incorporated here in the den. And then the legs are white, so they're not super heavy, kind of disappear in the space. It's not a very big entryway. One of the things I was toying with when I found that was I fell in love with it immediately. I'll give you a close-up. The fabric's fabulous. But one of the things that you have to be really careful with is something of these tones could be very beachy very quickly. And we don't have a beachy home. I definitely know that I want to move the mirror now, so we're going to be doing that. I'm going to replace it. I'm not buying anything new for there. I'm borrowing from another room. I went ahead and grabbed, and look how perfect these are, you guys. I went and grabbed these beautiful prints that were kind of hidden in my room behind the chair, and they look perfect, perfect in the space. And the reason why they work is because they've got that black background and of course the blues, and then the, it's not silver, I'm not really sure what, it's like a brushed, I'm not really sure what it is. But it just really works, and they're gonna make a statement here. I believe Ernie's gonna put another picture light. He bought another picture light to go above them, and I was toying with the idea of a picture light above each one. I just think that would be too busy for this space. I think one centered in the middle of both of them, because they're long, or it's long, would be just perfect to light up both pictures. I think that two picture lights would just be over the top for this area. We were going back and forth with a rug in the space. Nothing was standing out to me. I mean, I was looking at rugs like I have in the kitchen. I was looking at rugs like I have here in the den. I was, the natural fibers, all of that stuff. And it just was too much in this space. Sometimes less is more, and definitely in this space, less is more as far as rugs go. And let me show you why. So right here, I have my natural fiber rug, and then there's the bench. So if I were to do a runner, it would literally stop right here, and it's just too crammed. And that is not the feeling that I want to give this space. I want this space to feel bigger than it actually is. And it already does, just by removing all of the weight that we had here and just having the bench is perfect. I'm going to build on this space. I want to fill it for a minute. I don't want to just rush out and buy. I want to really fill it, and we're going back and forth with like a little table, next to it, which I think would be fabulous, with maybe a vase, and I could have florals or, leaves or something like that. No real plants here because there's no lighting, or natural light, I should say. And so I think like a little table here would work really nice. Just one of those little ones like I have in the front room. And I think that would look really nice here. I might actually go borrow one from the loft upstairs because we have 2 chairs and 2 tables. Not necessary. So I might borrow one of those. I think it would look really nice here because the wood's really light and the top is marble. And I think it would look really nice in the space. And then I can borrow decor. I have a vase upstairs that I can put here, and I can put like some greens in it or something like that. I think it would look really good. So I'm very excited about that. Now let me go see if I can get him to do that. Okay, I got him to hang it up and they look so good. Turn the light off in here so you can see what it, look at that, looks so good. Oh. Now do you see how 2 would have been too much for this space? It just would have been, they would have been too much. I love it. Now we need to add some stuff here. Okay, so I have a couple of options here. Now because I put that bolster on the chair, I was able to still this pillow here. So we're definitely gonna use this one, which is so nice. And I have 2 options. I could really lean into the florals, and I picked this up. Ernie was with me, so it's okay. But I also have this one too. And I think they both look really good. So we're gonna try both of them. I don't hate that one. I do not. It plays really well. It's a beautiful look. All of that together is beautiful. But I also have that one, which is nice because it incorporates some of the black, which is in the pictures, but it's also a nice entry into the house pillow. You know, there's no place like Murfreesboro, Tennessee. So I've always had that in my little cubby, but I can put the floral one there, which will pull the florals all the way through the entryway, if that makes any sense. So I think I'm gonna leave that one for now. Let me go upstairs and get one of the little tables and see what we can do over here. I like that. Okay guys, I like that. It looks really good. So I borrowed this one from upstairs. I may just buy a new one. Now that I know that I like a table there, I can keep my eye open for that, but I'm really liking that for sure. So before anybody says that these are hung too high, there's 2 reasons why they're at that height. If you're sitting on the bench and you lean back, we want to make sure that you're not going to hit the pictures, but also 57 to 60 inches to center is where your art's supposed to be hung, and we're right in that range. So I think they look really good. And here's what we decided to do here in the entryway. And this looks to our bedroom. 2 entryways today, 2 for 1. This looks so much better. It's not competing with the art anymore. And it just kind of ties in my sconces on the wall with all of the detail here and here. It looks really good. Just fabulous. All right. Okay guys, that's gonna do it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys got some decor inspiration in today's video. That's what I'm here for. I wanna thank you guys so much for staying till the end. Don't forget to leave me a comment, give this video a thumbs up, and we will see you in the next video. Bye!